What's up, Facebook, Internet World? It's your boy, Ojinga Car, certified high performance coach. Yo, what's up? I want to drop a Sunday conversation, but this is part of a larger conversation called Book Architecture Week. So, literally, this week, I'm teaching right here in this space. And I'm going to teach you how it is that you build a chapter, build a book right here together. So, let me tell you a question. Let me tell you a statement. Here's why the real reason why people do not build their book. By the way, drop hashtag replay for me when you catch this on the replay, because I know we're dropping out of nowhere. We haven't been going live, so I know most people are going to catch this on the replay. So drop a hashtag replay for me on this, all right? The real reason why people do not build their book, it is not discipline. It's not that you're undisciplined. It's not that you don't have the time. It's not that you can't write. The real reason why people do not finish their book is because they start writing before they build the architecture. So you start writing this book before there's ever any building that's there. So if you're laying out a house, it's as if you go in and start putting furniture down before there's a slab. And so, sure, you can put out really beautiful furniture, but what happens from that is that that furniture now is out in the elements because we haven't built a slab, we hadn't built anything over it, and so there's no protection for it. And we haven't built the architecture of it, so it does not work. Understand, people think books are written. Powerful books are built. And so that's what this week is all about. It's about how it is that we actually build books and are able to create some things and get those things done and knocked out. And so I know about this because I built books for myself, but I've built books for dozens of clients now, of people being able to work with it, and hundreds of more people who build in our programs. And so this is what I do. And I love it. I love being able to get the opportunity to do so. Understand this. Most aspiring authors start their book like this. Let me open up a document and start writing chapter one. It's not the way. That's where the stall begins. We begin stalling right there. Because the brain immediately starts asking you questions like, is this the right place to start? Should I change the title? Do I need to explain more here? And am I telling the story correctly? So you get yourself all over into those weeds that we like to get into. And now we're in those weeds and now we're having real issues as it relates for us. And the book just stops moving. What most people don't realize is that books aren't just written, they are architected. And so you really need to be an actual architect of your book in order for it to be able to move and be able to get it there. Okay. Before we ever write a chapter with someone, we build the framework of that chapter first. I am a framework addict. I love frameworks. And so if you build a framework for the chapter, that really tells people what's going on, how to be able to get there, how to be able to get it knocked out. And so you ask great questions like, what is this chapter about? What moment changed everything? What struggle was happening internally? Where did the turning point occur? And what lesson does the reader walk away with? This is important, for it doesn't matter what type of business that it is, it's necessary, or what type of book that it is, it's necessary for us to understand what we're really talking about, to understand what really changed, to understand what was happening as far as the struggle that happened internally, to understand what the turning point was or the change. Like I like to call it getting through the musical interlude, because in a book, there's a turning point, there's an interlude that happens that changes, or in a movie, it's like that. And then what's the lesson the reader's going to walk away with? If you don't understand that layout and that structure, then it does not work for you. And when those pieces exist, writing becomes easy. You get yourself an easy button and you're able to push it right there. Most people don't have a writing problem. They have an architecture problem. And so the problem is in they don't know how to architect it out and haven't figured out how to be able to put that together. Okay. Just recently, I was working with a client and we were working on a chapter about one of the most hardest moments of his life. It was something that's unbelievably difficult that he was going through in his life, but it's something that really needed to be a part of this book and really needed to be a part of what it was that we were creating. Before we wrote one single word, I asked him one very simple question. Walk me back to the moment that everything changed. When you're in that moment of change, when you're in that moment where the thing changes and it moves, that unlocks it for you. That one moment unlocked the entire chapter when he started to talk about all those different things and what happened in that change moment, because we're going to get to that moment where the change happened. Understand this. Change only happens in one or two ways in our life. Something new comes into our life or something new comes out of you. When you are in a situation where it's difficult, there's going to have to be a change that happens. We have to go through that change and be able to figure out exactly how we're going to be able to get these things done in our life and in our business. That's what's so important. Like, we have to be able to know this is where the change is. Great books are not built around advice. They're built around moments. Because all of us have these moments that have happened in our life that are teachable moments. You have teachable moments that could be changed, that could be able to do so. Okay? And this is the reason why so many intelligent, capable people stall on their book for years. It is so sad that we have all these opportunities to be able to share these teachable moments, but we don't take them. They're trying to write before they understand the architecture. So if you try to write it before you understand what it is that you're building, you are putting luxury furniture on a mud drop. You are not actually building the house that goes around it before you put that furniture in. So you have this beautiful furniture, this beautiful idea, and it's just getting rained on. And that's not what we want. Okay? Where there's structure, that's where the writing actually flows. So we have structure. So understand, this entire week, we're going to build this. Okay? So we're going to be building all of this that rocks through it. Okay, we're gonna build the architecture. So I want you to stay with me this entire week because we're doing that. And this week, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you how the pieces of real books are built. But understand this: in 8 days from now, I'm doing the book blueprint boot camp, where we'll actually build the architecture behind your book idea, so that you can take the time and have all the different pieces, all the different hammers and the nails and the different pieces in order to be able to do so. So if you've been sitting on a book idea for months or even years, this is the process that finally gets it moving. Let me ask you a very simple question. What chapter of your life still needs to be written? Think about that. What chapter of your life still needs to be written? What is the thing that we're thinking about with that? Tomorrow, I'm going to show you the first piece of real book architecture, something every chapter must have before it begins. Let's do it. Come see me in this space. Hit me up on the inbox. I'm going to drop the link for this event, which is going to be a 5-day boot camp that we're rocking out starting on March the 16th. Can't wait to see you there within it. I'll drop the link for it so you can get registered for it right here below. Let's do it. I'll talk to you soon. It's going to be an amazing, amazing week. I'm looking forward to it. Talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.